What's up YouTube, Max Clausen here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a deck video of my totally awesome heroes. Very new deck, just got to finish making it, but I've been playtesting with it a lot, and what can I say, I finally gave in, and I have all the materials to make it, so I figured why not. So I'm going to be showing you the main, extra, and side deck, so let's jump right into this. Pretty excited because it's actually a very interesting and fun little deck to have around. The main monsters you're running are the 3 Shadow Mist and her best friend forever, 3 Bubble Man. Shadow Mist, obviously her effect, when she's special summon, you can add 1 change quick play spell to your hand, which would be the mass change, and her other effect, if you don't use that one, which can only each one can only be used once a turn. When she's sent to the graveyard, you can add any hero monster from your deck straight to your hand, which would be this guy, since he's the only one in your deck, besides her. That's it for the hero lineup, actually. Now, for the different monsters, we have the 3 Tin Goldfish for those quick rank 4 plays, and they was obviously combo off of Shadow Mist. And Bubble Man, as you saw right there. Good, pretty much a Goblin Burger effect. When he's normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 monster from your hand, and can be used for the quick, obviously Bahamut Shark plays and or other the rank 4s like I had said earlier. So it's a really good card. Next up, for your 2s, we have the Shadow Mist and the 2 Maxi. Oh my god, the glare. Summon a Monk, pretty standard effect, but unless you don't know what he does, you can, when he's normal summon, he goes straight into defense mode, and once per turn, you can ditch a normal, well not normal, but you can ditch a spell card and special summon 1 level 4 monster from your deck, which would obviously be Shadow Mist, and Maxi because it's Maxi. No other reason not to play it. And for the last one, we run the 1 Goblinberg for the obvious other warrior for your rotor play. So for the monsters, that is 14. As you may notice, this deck doesn't run high on monsters. Now for the spells, we got the 3 ultimate powerful hero lives. Pay half your life point. If you don't control a face-up monster, keep that in mind. You can pay half your life points and special summon 1 elemental hero straight from your deck. So your obvious one would be Shadow Mist with this card. And then with Shadow Mist activating after that, you play the 3 Mass Change. Target 1 hero monster you control, send it to the grave, or just send it away. Yeah, send it to the grave. Had to confirm that myself. Send it to the grave. First time 1 Mask Hero. Only other Mask Heroes in here, which should be obvious ones. And then the 3 E-Calls. Gonna change its rarity eventually. Obviously, search out for Bubble Man or Shadow Mist should you need to. We got the 3 Instant Fusion. This card is never really dead in this deck because activate, summon Northern's effect, target a monster in the grave. But if that happens to get negated, you can obviously discard this with Summon a Monk and or Twin Twisters, which I happen to run. Next up is the Pot of Desires and the 2 Twin Twisters, as I said earlier. The Pot of Desires, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, why are you playing Pot of Desires and Totally Heroes? Only reason is because besides Maxi, they need draw power. That's literally the only reason I play it. And because usually you only really want to see this like mid to late game, I guess. But I think it's like, I'm starting to get used to the card, and it's a good little thing. And Twin Twister, because just Twin Twister. And the 1 Rota for your heroes or the Goblinberg. And now for the traps, we run 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. Good powerful effect when your opponent attacks, activate, and all face-up attack positions go into face-down defense and can't be changed no matter what. So then that makes your entire field safe. and then you run the 2 Solemn Strikes. As you may have noticed, this deck has a pretty high cost with life points. Now, I'm going to explain myself with this card, Ultimate Providence, because reasons being is, like I said just now, life points in this deck are very crucial. And should you happen to not have enough for like Solemn Strike because you've used up like 2 hero lives and one instant fusion, you cannot. If you happen to draw a trap card, it's a dead card. But with this, well, if you happen to draw a trap or an instant fusion, they're both pretty dead. But it's not so dead with this card because this deck really hates stuff like back row, Regeki, and other monster effects that can stop it. So they activate something like Regeki or make a monster effect like Broadbow, I think it is, a pop. Just flip this up, discard the same card, and it negates and destroys that. So it's pretty powerful. And next up for the holds, you got the Treacherous, Floodgate, Trap Tricks, and Bottomless. Pretty powerful and really powerful trap cards. Treacherous, to activate, you can't have any trap cards in the grave. And when this is activated, target 2 monsters on the field and destroy them. Floodgate, when they summon a monster, you can flip it face down. It can't change battle position. Trap Tricks, negate a monster effect and stuff. And Bottomless because it's bottomless. That's 40 cards all exactly. Now let's get straight on into the main deck. Actually, I'm sorry, it's late. Got the 1 Mask Hero Anki. For obvious, your target will be Shadow Mist. If it destroys a monster and sends it to the grave, you can add 1 quick play change card to your hand. And he can half his attack points to attack your opponent directly. We have the 1 Acid for back row hate. And we have the 2 Dark Laws for obvious reasons. And we have the 1 Norton. That's it for the fusion monsters. Now, the powerful array of XCs. We have the Utopia package. Only reason I run Utopia Prime is because you don't mind making it, and you have the extra space in the extra deck to do so. And it's nice to have Lightning's effect more than once in a duel. So that's reasoning for that. The Utopia package. We have the Gaga Samurai for double attacks. Rafflesia for the trap hole cards. 1 Abyss Dweller for annoying graveyard decks. 1 Hope Wyvern. This is a very powerful card that I'm deciding to try out. Should an opponent's monster attack, you can detach the material from this, and all monsters they control lose 1,000 attack points. And if he's sent to the graveyard by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 monster from your graveyard, which is very powerful. The Bahamut Shark and his new little friend, totally awesome. That's it for the extra deck. Pretty powerful. And now for the side deck. I like the side deck. It's pretty cool. Pretty cheeky. We have the 2 Flying Seas for those XC spam decks. I'm looking at you, PK Fire, but the more high rated Zodiacs. Almost forgot their name. Holy crap. We have the 2 Ghost Ogres for annoying field cards and stuff to activate. Stuff like Junk Synchron, Spirals with their field spell, the Zodiac Barrage when it activates. Just get all of that off the field. Now, I know this is kind of weird, but seeing as I can side them out at any time, I side out in 101 and a second Bahamut Shark just because I can actually make them fairly easily. We side in the 1 Upstart, 1 Regeki, and 2 System Downs for the machine decks. And now the budget D barrier, and because this deck can use it, is Gristle Prison. This is a very cheeky card that I got an idea from my friend. Basically, if you control an XC or fusion monster, your neither player can synchro or exceed, I believe it is, to the end of your opponent's next turn. Neither player can synchro or and synchro and XCs can attack and their effects are negated. So that's very powerful and pretty kind of broken. I suggest picking up a playset of these if you haven't already, because I feel like they can like slowly creep up the market pricing. Next, we have the Mask of Restricts for annoying kaijus, and the one solemn warning to negate any summon at any time. So that is it for my totally awesome heroes. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, giving this video a nice powerful like. And if you want to see more content, hit the subscribe button. It helps out a lot. Even if you don't like the video, hit the like button on the video or like the video at all. Just looking at it is a very nice thing to see. And if you want to share with your friends, go on and hit the share button. And I will see you all in the very next video.